about replacing the stairs in his house for a couple weeks. Basically, the contractor installed these stairs with tongue and groove flooring boards. Over time, the bullnose had started to crack in a few of the stairs, and so he was ready to replace it. We talked about a few options, and almost everything out there was going to cost a few $1,000s to do. We've been talking about using recycled materials to save some cost. In the end, we decided the pallet wood would probably be too shabby to work for a home improvement project like stairs. Anyway, some time went by, and one Saturday morning he called me and told me that he had located some material in a scrapyard. By the time I got there, he had everything broken down and ready to load up into my truck. What I didn't realize when I talked to him over the phone, these boards are somewhere around 18 feet long. You can see here, we use this flight line jacket as a safety flag hanging off of the back of my truck. I added a couple pictures here just to illustrate how ridiculous this was. I've strapped these down with some big 12,000-pound straps, so they weren't going anywhere. It was just hanging over far. We crept home, and he followed me in his vehicle. This material is industrial crating. It originated in Malaysia, and it's made from mahogany. To us, it's exotic, but over there they use it like pine. I included these pictures to show how the board segments were finger jointed together, and also just the general condition and what we were working with. We broke the material down and cut it into stair tread size pieces with some excess. We moved it back to my shop so that we could start milling the faces and getting everything squared up and cut into its final shape. It's noteworthy to add that this is a new joiner I got, and this is the first kind of production run that I've done on it. Mahogany is one of those grains that has a lot of pores in it. If you don't fill the pores, after you finish it, it'll have a lumpy appearance on the top that looks like you did a pretty sloppy job on the finish. We used a water-based product called Timbermate to fill the pores. There was also a few places where we had to use Bondo to repair some holes and gouges in the wood. We made a couple of test pieces, and we were surprised that the Bondo actually takes the stain fairly well, so it worked out. After using the wood filler, you sand flat and apply stain. I used General Finishes. The color was Nutmeg. At this point, we move the material back to the location where the stairs are getting installed so that we can measure and dry fit each stair. After the demo was complete, we used this contraption that we bought at Home Depot to get an exact measurement of each stair tread. You then transfer a mark from the device onto the stair tread and then cut with a miter saw. We sprayed satin polyacrylic on using an HVLP gun. I have the material flow turned down really low to avoid runs, over buildup, and just to, in general, ensure that everything went on really smooth and uniform. If you like this project, go ahead and hit subscribe and like, and if you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when I release future videos. Thanks for watching.